welcome back to some Manor Lords with me, Doc Hot Pants. We are playing the Restoring the Peace scenario. I've just saved because, you know, saves are important and we might need them. We are in our little village of Erlhard here, or Erlhard, if you ask the English-speaking people around here. And our village is doing well. We have quite a bit of money in the bank. Our regional wealth is developing quite well. Oh, our approval is way up, so we can actually increase our taxes again to 20 because we're going to need the money to defend against the Baron. I'm not quite sure when he'll start attacking us. But for now, let's just pause this. Raiders are coming. Our militia is now at 14 people. That's not bad, but it might not be enough against the raiders. So let's just in case, get some... I think we'll go... Yeah, I think I'd go with these. Just for a month or two. We have enough money to afford them. So there they are. Let's get them into our village. We'll probably have to pay for them for 2 or 3 months, depending on where the raiders spawn. So let's just position them here and wait for the raiders to attack and successfully defend against them. We can run, and then we should be good. So we have 3 people who can do stuff. We have a blacksmith, we have the joiner's shop, just based on our normal iron mine down there. I think for now we'll just add someone into this quarry. Raiders are coming in 46 days. I probably could have waited just a bit for the mercenaries, but you know, it's better to be prepared than being late. And they should be growing just a bit next year, so we should be fine. What I also want to do is to get our retinue some armor. So let's just choose everyone here and buy them some armor to defend themselves. Ideally, I'd like to have the retinue at least at 12 people, but it will cost us, well, let's just add one just to see it. So we have to pay 50 for the dude, and then another 26. Oh, let's just do it. Let's get them up to 10. It's a bit of a risk, but we are strong in trade, so we should be fine. Let's just keep about 1,000. Okay, so an armored retinue of 12 is already going a long way toward, you know, defending us against pretty much anything. So we can speed this up again. Yeah, treasury is fine. The regional wealth is fine. We should be good for now. People are happy, so we could upgrade. But of course, we're only going to level up what we really need because we don't, you know, there's not much of an advantage in leveling up as quickly as we were used to in older versions. So let's do this. Just to make sure, you know, we maximize what we can trade. Raiders are coming in a month. I'm not that worried about the 90 coin that we're paying for the mercenaries. Again, we have enough money and there will be another 260 or so coming in next month. So we're fine with regard to that. And now, excuse me, we have stable immigration. So overall, I'm quite happy with the progression. It's really just a matter of when does the Baron claim our territory. We're now in year 3, and I'm worried that he's going to come after us at some point. I'm not sure, though. I don't quite remember from my last challenging playthrough. I think I challenged him. I'm not sure. Well, we'll be surprised by whatever happens. Raiders are coming in 12 days. I think... Okay, we're gonna have to add someone into the logging camp again. And the forester should be doing the jobs here. So we should be fine. So 6 days. We're gonna slow down for a bit when the raiders come in or spawn in, and then see which direction they're coming from, and then we're gonna position our mercenaries to welcome them. All right, so enemy unit has been spotted. You just click on it, have a look. Okay, so they're coming the long way, which is pretty cool for us, because now what we're gonna do is, as the raiders are coming toward us, it's gonna take them a little while, which is a bit annoying because I really don't want to spend more money for the mercenaries than we have to. But anyway, they'll be coming down here, and I'm pretty certain that if we position our troops here, they should be meeting us. If they don't, we'll send the archers to lure them here. Now, in order to move the troops, it's really, you know, click either on the group here or click in the military menu and do a right click, and they'll go there, and they'll be in a standard formation. What I want to do is I want to position the archers up here, and then we will have a look, as this is mostly a tutorial or how-to or whatever for beginners or newcomers to the game. We'll talk a bit about positioning them. I'm not, you know, a military expert in any of these games, but I know my way well enough around it, I think, in order to help you do that. So let's take this slowly. We have plenty of time before the raiders will arrive, so let's just have a look. So as you can see, we have one spearman militia, we have one light infantry with swords. Both of these are really effective defense. And what you want to do is, with any spear militia, and this is the type of militia that you will first be able to build as you start your playthrough, and maybe on normal difficulty, you'll get 20 spears and 20 shields. So they have spears and shields as well. They're a bit tired right now, so we'll take off the running, because, you know, them being tired is just not a good thing. So let's start with them. You want them ideally like this on an incline, and they are facing an enemy coming down from down below. That's pretty much perfect. So this is where we want to be positioned, and the raiders will have sort of magnet. They'll come here anyway. So if we're standing here, they should be coming to meet us. So this is pretty perfect as a positioning. I have the high ground, if you remember that from Star Wars. We'll position them to actually be facing the enemy now, though. So if you click them, you will have to right click and drag, and then you see that little arrow there, right? And the arrow is actually the direction in which they're facing. So, you know, just as I do, I'm on pause right now, so just, you know, position them in a way that you think is sensible. For this, I like having them in a 3-line formation. So let's just watch them do it. So, 3-line formation, and then tell them to form a shield wall, highly effective, and tell them to stand their ground. This is one of the best defense positions that you can have, and depending on taste, you can either do a 2-line or a 3-line. I've done 3-line very effectively, so they will be in 2 lines for now. They will be pretty much doing the same thing, but we'll position them, I think, here. Yeah, the right way though. And they can do, because, they have swords and everything, we'll just put them in a 3-line formation and then also tell them to form a shield wall. Come a bit further down here. And then just tell them to go do that formation. Again, we still have time. We probably don't even have to watch them do everything. But anyway, tell them to go into a shield wall and stand their ground. And then these dudes will be standing above them. We'll tell them to spread out. They will be massively effective against them. Okay, we'll tell the archers to shoot at will and also stand their ground. We don't want them to run toward the raiders or anything. We just, want them to support these two. So I think what we're going to do is we will, this way, we'll tell them to meet the raiders down here, and we're just going to have to keep an eye on them to make sure that they're actually coming this way and not going that way. Should the raiders for some reason try to come this way, we're going to use the archers to lure them to our little trap here. But I'm pretty certain that they're going to come this way. And this is pretty highly effective. In my normal playthrough, what I've done with all of the mercenaries, I basically positioned all of this spear and sword infantry in a square and put all of my archers into the middle, and the archers absolutely obliterated the Baron. And we're going to do that in this playthrough as well. If the Baron doesn't kill it first, but in the end, we already have the money to pay for most of the mercenaries for at least a couple of months, so we'll be fine. I'm not worried about facing the Baron. It's really just a matter of, do we get the timing right or not? Now, let's see, we have someone else to put to work. I'd like to get another Forester going. And then the biggest factor, I think, in this playthrough is really going to be time, because it'll take time for us to amass the 6,000 influence in order to take over all of the territories. But, we'll be speeding up time as we need to in order to not make this playthrough boring. And while we're waiting, we're going to be facing raiders again and again, and we'll be growing our little village to a very, very successful and rich trading town. Okay, more pork. If we click correctly, we don't really have to worry about the raiders. They're taking their sweet time though. Let's just make sure that we have everyone set up. I want you to be a veggie garden. I want you to be a veggie garden. And these all have 2, yep. And we'll upgrade those 2, because as they reach level 2, another family comes in and then helps with harvesting and everything. For now, I'm quite happy with the progress though. Pork is our current priority, and then the next batch of houses that we're going to build we'll be focusing on goats so that we can make leather and later shoes. But for now, it's this. Money is coming in. We're good there. I really wouldn't. I'm so annoyed with the image. I always change that to one of the women, but I've forgotten this playthrough. And then I didn't want to re-roll because, you know, I was quite happy with the combination of resources we got. So we're stuck with that image. It's just the way it is. Okay, raiders are coming. How many are there? There's just 2. Yeah, there's 2 of them. We'll be fine. There'll be no match for our defense here, so I'm not worried there. Let's see. General goods, of course, the level 2 burgages are complaining. That's pretty much as expected because they don't get clothes at the moment. We will be producing clothes very quickly, but I do need to get this treasury up. Ideally, I want the treasury up at 4,000. Yeah, at around 4,000, I stop worrying about the treasury because at that point, we can pay all of the mercenaries for several months and not have to worry about it. Until then, we're going to keep working on trade and everything and make everything safe and secure for trading so that we don't have to worry about the treasury anymore. Again, I'm not sure whether the Baron is going to claim our territory as well, but we need to be prepared for that. So they're coming down the main route. Let's see if they go that way. And of course they go that way. Okay, so what we're going to do is we will send our archers running toward them and reposition our spear militia here and here about, because I want them to just lure the raiders to our people. Okay, there we go. Don't spread out. Stay close together. Just get them here. Yeah, okay. So very good. So we can send them back up here and tell them do the shield wall. You are all supposed to do the shield wall. It was looking so nice before. No, it's not. Okay, let's just spread you out just a little more, and you can spread out. No, this way. Like that. You would go up here. Yeah, they already have the fire at will. Again, this will not be a fair fight. Look at them, you know. There we go. Just, there's the second, yeah, they're coming as well. The mercenaries lose people, that's not going to be much of an issue. Okay, first group is broken, no issues there. Let's reposition them in a shield wall. Why is he attacking? He should just be fleeing. I think he's just trying to flee. Anyway, raiders down to 13, down to 12. Broken, all good. We've successfully fended off the raiders. So now they're just trying to flee So we will disband the mercenaries and watch the raiders flee. No issue there. They're no threat anymore. So first time we've beat the raiders. No issues. They're bye-bye. Run, Forrest, run. Okay. So, see that, you know, wasn't all that hard, I think. If you look at it, it's, you know, if you have the time to position your troops, go for it. And then use the archers to your advantage. They're really strong. And yeah, that's about it. And why let's see. Oh, there we go. We can click again. Let's get the fishermen going, because now we're actually seeing some fish again. And yeah, wealth is growing, treasury is growing, which also means that we'll be upgrading our retinue just a bit. I'm also considering, let's see, do we have farmland? Yes, we do have farmland right next to us, which is pretty cool. So I'm considering going for several conflicts. I think I want this region. So the first thing that we're going to claim is this region. It does have salt, so that's good because we have pork, and pork and salt can make sausages and they sell really well. They also have wild animals. Yep. And of course we can do barley here. And we will not be using the Off the Vogtland card here. We'll be using the one that lets us do farming on elevation, because this is the better farmland for barley, it looks like. Well, we're not quite there yet, so we'll think about it when we come to it. Anyway, here we still have 7 houses without people living in them, so we have a bit of time to continue growing. So let's speed this up just a bit. Gonna add another forester in just a bit, just to support our logging. Yeah, I find we could also add another logging camp down there, but I don't know. I'll be spamming some foresters for this region, and then we should be seeing plenty of forest growing back. And also let's support the woodcutter with some foresters. Immigration is stable. We have first fruits growing in, and then we'll be adding, I think, a couple of orchards down here. Although it's probably too steep, so it probably won't be able. Yeah, too steep to build. It's really a shame. But what we can do, although this elevation, and the sheep are not gonna like the elevation, so what we will do is build the shepherd. I think we'll build the shepherd here, and then the fields here, so that they're not on elevation and don't die on us. Okay, but that's the plan. So one of the things that we then need to build in order to prepare for clothes production is, let me see the elevation again. Okay, so this is about the height that the sheep can survive. So anything below that line, they're safe. and anything above that they're not. But the shepherd as such can go here. So let's put... See, the funny thing is I wouldn't be able to build a burgage here, but I can build a sheep farm. And sometimes it seems a bit arbitrary as to what the game lets you build and not build, but well, we'll go with what's there. So build that, and then let's build a couple of just slim pastures where they can thrive, and we can have little lambs come in and then, you know, take their wool and eat them. 20, 60, 80, 100. Let's add a few more.
There's no oval. Tomorrow, find a new home or town. Summer's coming soon.
No, that should be plenty. So that would take care of the first step of the development, and then we'll need a weaver's workshop. We'll put that... Oh, I think we'll put it here. And then, of course, we'll need a tailor, and we have this burgage plot for that. So I think we'll just be upgrading them. They don't have anything to do yet, so we don't have to worry about that. Fish. Yeah, we have carp coming in, so people should generally be quite happy with what we've been doing. So with that, I think that's a pretty good point at which to pause this. We will be continuing the whole series until we beat the Baron. It'll be, you know, a lot of just village building in between, but I hope you're interested. I hope you'd like to follow along. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.